Batter up, it is opening day at Hadlock Field. 25 years ago, the Sea Dogs took the field for the very first time. And a quarter century later, Mainers are still hyped up to cheer on the home team.
We are live from the home opener, so open up your phones, get on Facebook, and join the conversation.
Also ahead, more than a dozen robberies hit southern Maine. Tonight, police say a man is in custody, but only charged with one incident.
This is News Center Now. First pitch, the Sea Dogs had a devoted fan base here in Maine. 25 years ago, they were standing outside the gates of Hadlock waiting for the doors to open. And today, their 25th season home opener. That devoted fan base is arriving right now, getting ready to fill the bleachers. Hello, everyone. I'm Lindsay Mills.
And I'm Lee Goldberg. And before we get to anything, this is all that matters. I've got my Sea Dog biscuit on opening day. I will share with you.
Can I tell you, I did not realize that a Sea Dog biscuit was an ice cream sandwich.
Well, I will maybe.
This just blew my mind.
Maybe I will share with you. We are getting fired up. Hey, listen, as home openers go at Hadlock Field, and if you've been around long enough, you know, it's beautiful today. I mean, it might be cloudy, it might actually rain, and that's still better than usual for opening day at Hadlock. So it's pretty awesome. Now, we're going to reminisce on now more than 2 decades of them cracking the bats here at Hadlock, cheering the crowds, getting ready for all their Sea Dog favorites. Join us on Facebook Live right now. We are streaming the entire show, and you can chat with Lindsay and I as we get ready for opening day. So sitting outside right now,
it's not too bad.
It's not too bad, but I have a feeling that might change.
Yeah, they actually said to me before I left the station, make sure you bring a hood or a hat or something because rain might be on the way. Is that right, Jess?
Guys, we could see a little bit of rain if you bring me back a Sea Dog biscuit. I might be able to hold that rain off a little bit longer. Right now, pretty cloudy out here in Portland. Temperatures, though, were gorgeous today. 62 the high today in Portland, 56 in Bangor, 60 in both Lewiston and in Augusta. We've cooled off a little bit, but we're still at 56 degrees right now in Portland. Gorgeous day. Temperatures about 5 to 10 degrees above where they usually are at this time of year. But you can see the clouds starting to work their way into the area. Some rain showers over in New Hampshire. So yes, we could see some rain showers during the game tonight. Unfortunately, I know not great timing on that. Zooming into the greater Portland area, again, just mostly cloudy skies right now. The radar shows what looked like a couple showers earlier, but I think those were just showing up there, not actually hitting the ground. More rain, some snow, some sleet and freezing rain, possibly all on the way for this weekend. Wind's not too bad, a little bit breezy, but guys, things not looking good for the weekend, unfortunately. Hopefully it stays dry for the game, though. Guys?
All right, Jess, thanks so much. We have some developing news out of Cumberland County tonight. Police say they've nabbed a robber, and they're investigating the possibility that this robber could be connected to a rash of robberies, armed robberies across southern Maine. Small businesses have been held up for the past few weeks.
Now, News Center's Chris Costa joins us now live from Westbrook Police Department. They're the ones that are leading this investigation. Hey, Chris.
Lee and Lindsay, police are still trying to figure out right now if the man they've arrested is in fact the same one, possibly connected to more than a dozen robberies across the greater Portland area and beyond over the past month. Police arrested 38-year-old Travis Card earlier this morning during a traffic stop in connection with the robbery on April 6th at Gulf Mart on Bridgeton Road. Police seized and searched his car as well as the place he was staying on Mechanic Street in Westbrook. Police say they found evidence but would not say specifically what it was. They're not saying what led them to arrest Card, but the operation was part of a collaboration with Portland and South Portland Police as well as the FBI.
Our phones have been going off left and right, just trading all kinds of information. So we are working jointly together. This is not just a one department taking the lead. It truly is a collaborative effort between all of law enforcement that's been affected.
Now, Westbrook police say Card has never been arrested specifically for the charge of robbery before, but there were some officers here at the department that are familiar with him. In fact, Card has multiple convictions dating back to 2012. He was convicted of multiple burglaries and thefts in a number of different towns, including Westbrook, South Portland, Gorham, Auburn, and other undisclosed locations in Cumberland County.
And Chris, police went to Card's home where he's staying with his father.
And the dad says that the police have the wrong man.
Yeah, Lee and Lindsay, we caught up with Card's father, Ray, a little bit earlier this afternoon at his apartment in Westbrook. He says police found a pellet pistol in the bathroom, but he said police did not tell him specifically what evidence they had to connect his son to these crimes.
And he's being charged with these armed robberies, and I just honestly don't believe that he could have done it.
Did your son ever have trouble before with the law?
About 3 or 4 years ago.
Okay.
But he did his time, and he's been doing good, so at least I thought he was.
So you believe that he's not responsible for this?
No, I don't.
Did they tell you what evidence they had to connect him to this?
No.
How are you feeling right now?
Sick.
Now, right now, Card is in custody for only one robbery, but police have not ruled out a connection to possibly a dozen others. Christina Rex has a breakdown of the string of these crimes and joins us now in the newsroom. Christina?
Yeah, Chris, as you said, police won't definitively connect Travis Card to any more than one robbery over the last month, but say they're still investigating. 10 of the 15 robberies happened sometime between 7 and 9 p.m., and they have a similar suspect description. Here's a look at all 15.
March 20th. When the Riverton gas station in Portland is robbed at gunpoint. The next day, it's the Lil Mart in Falmouth. March 22nd, 2 locations 12 miles apart. Good Things Variety in Westbrook and an Irving gas station in Cumberland.
This is a very serious situation.
Police from multiple departments start working together to see if these robberies could be connected. Another day passes before the Daily Grind coffee shop in Westbrook is robbed on March 24th. The owner's 16-year-old daughter was at the register.
He says, listen, I'm not going to harm you at all, and he took the money and left.
Sunday, March 25th, the China Taste restaurant in Portland becomes the next victim. Monday, Subway in Westbrook. On Tuesday, the robber fails when he tries to rob an Aroma Joe's in South Portland, leaving empty-handed.
Knocked on the window with his gun, and I took off into the bathroom and called 911 on my Apple Watch.
On Thursday, March 29th, an early afternoon hit at another Chinese restaurant, China Eatery in Old Orchard Beach.
We'll be working with the other departments in Cumberland County that have had similar incidents.
1 week goes by with no robberies until Friday, April 6th, when the Gulf Mart in Westbrook is hit. This is the robbery that led to the arrest of Travis Card on Friday morning. April 7th, Domino's in Gorham is robbed. 36-year-old Nathan Allen is arrested and charged with the crime. Tuesday, April 10th, it's a suntan city in Topsom. In this case, the robber allegedly used a semi-automatic weapon and was taller than 6 feet. This does not match the description in many of the other cases. The final 3 robberies all happen on the same night, between 5 and 10 p.m. One at Moby Dick Variety and Hotel in Old Orchard Beach, followed by a Dunkin' Donuts in Auburn and an Amato's in Brunswick.
Again, there have been 2 arrests so far, one for that Domino's in Gorham, and police say that man is not linked to the other robberies, and that one this morning in Westbrook. The FBI is actually assisting half a dozen local police departments in trying to close this case. Guys?
All right, Christina, thank you so much.
So still a lot of unanswered questions, obviously, surrounding these robberies. To stay updated on the latest developments, make sure you've got the News Center Maine app downloaded on your phone or on your tablet.
All right, a lot of people arriving here at Hadlock Field for the home opener of the Sea Dogs.
When we come back, why a former football player is going to be on the field tonight. We're going to hear from Tim Tebow coming up.
Coming up tonight on 207, Anthony Zinni spent 39 years in the Marine Corps and is a retired 4-star general. So when he looks around the world, what encourages him and what worries him? And music from the Adam Ezra Band tonight on 207.
Even 25 years ago, the Sea Dogs were a family affair. At the inaugural game, Kathy Lee Gifford sang the national anthem. Her husband, the legendary NFL Hall of Famer Frank Gifford, threw out the first pitch. Tonight, the Down East Chorus will be on hand to sing the national anthem, so that will be pretty awesome.
We also have live music right now out here as well.
Absolutely, and the Sea Dogs will honor one of their own. He is Mr. Sea Dog, Charlie Eschbach, as he will throw out the first pitch. He has literally been here since the very beginning.
You know who's also been here since the very beginning?
I do.
Bill Green. News Center Maine's Bill Green was at that first game where he waited in line, and he was actually neighbors with Charlie.
The line was so long, I said to Charlie Eschbach, You got to make sure after I've been in line for 6 to 8 hours that I get a ticket. And he sent someone to the end of the line and allowed no one else in, and they sold out.
It's going to be a packed house tonight at Hadlock Field, and one of the reasons is because of one of the players on Binghamton. You notice a lot of Florida Gator jerseys behind us walking in. Yeah, Heisman Trophy winner from the University of Florida and former New England Patriot, Tim Tebow, has been giving minor league baseball a try for the past year or so in the Mets organization. Tebow, who started in single-A ball last year, was promoted to double-A this year. That means he plays for Binghamton. In fact, Tebow hit a home run against the Sea Dogs on his very first pitch of the season last week. He chatted with us just a little bit ago about his trip back up to New England.
Super passionate fans, kind of about anything. So yeah, I expect probably good crowds and excitement, and I've heard that they support their team. So either way, we'll have a lot of fun.
Okay, now there have been some rumors floating around that Tim Tebow is rejoining his former college coach for a professional football team in Orlando, the newly formed AAF, I believe it's called, the Alliance America Pro Football League. Tebow said while Coach Superior asked him to come play, he's committed to baseball right now.
I'm committed to it not raining tonight, so maybe there might be a few sprinkles that come down a little bit later on. We'll have a look at that. And if you're heading to Marathon on Monday, please bring an umbrella. Yeah, forecast is coming up.
This is how it breaks down for, say, a family of 4. $16 for 4 bleacher seat tickets, $3 for a program, $15 for hot dogs, sodas, and Cracker Jack. Add in a minimum of $3 for parking and, say, $20 for souvenirs for everyone, and you get a grand total of $57.
If you're taking a family of 4 to opening day today, the average cost, tickets alone, would cost you about $52. That's a far cry from what it was 25 years ago.
Still pretty affordable, though, for a big day out, certainly when you compare it to the cost of what it would be to go to a Red Sox game. So we found this awesome family from Lovell that came all the way for Sea Dogs. I'm actually going to kind of manipulate this microphone here and talk to you guys.
The Price is Right microphone.
So, all right, we're going to start with you because you're obviously in charge. So are you excited about the Sea Dogs?
Yeah.
Do you think will be your favorite part?
Yes.
What will be your favorite part?
Red Sox.
You love the Red Sox?
Yeah.
That is a wise choice. Are you excited to see Slugger?
Yes.
Have you ever had a Slugger biscuit?
No.
Okay, we're going to talk to you about it in a minute. We just talked about kind of like the affordability of coming to a Sea Dogs game versus trying to get all the way down to Fenway for a Red Sox. What made you guys come out tonight?
Well, it's just a really great opportunity to get up and close and personal with a lot of the players. I mean, if you go to Fenway, it's a pretty sterile atmosphere. I mean, you're not really at arm's length from the players, and I mean, certainly it's much more convenient than going to Boston. But again, the affordability is a big factor as well. It's just a great family environment.
Yes. And you get to see players that are going to, at some point, hopefully, be on the Red Sox, and you get to see them when they started. That's pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, we were here last year with Devers and Benintendi were here, and that was a pretty incredible experience considering they were at Fenway making a difference on the team, 2 weeks later, which was great.
Would you say that attending a Sea Dogs game is part of your family tradition now?
I would say so, yes, very much so.
Any reason why you picked opening day, or just because it's opening day?
Well, actually, we got these tickets through a charity auction, so it kind of worked out in our favor with Pomerantz starting tonight.
Sure.
And then also, we get to see the famous football player there.
That's right, Tim Tebow's in the house.
Exactly, yep.
All right, well, let's get again to the most important thing, and that is the Sea Dogs biscuit. So here, I want you to take that, okay? Because if I eat it, it won't be pretty. All right? So you have a good time, all right? All right, guys, have fun. Go Sea Dogs.
Nice,
Thank you very much.
Sea Dogs. Guys, thank you so much. Okay, so playing minor league baseball can be a lonely experience when you're a young man being far away from home, most of the time in places you've never even heard of or been to before.
But for 3 players that are on this year's Sea Dogs team, home has actually come with them to Portland, which is pretty cool. Trevor Kelly, Jordan Betts, Luke Tendler, they're all from Wilmington, North Carolina. They went to 3 different high schools, and they were rivals during those days. Now, all 3 of them are not only in the Red Sox organization, but they have all been assigned to the Sea Dogs.
We played together in the summer, Luke Tendler and I did, and pretty amazing. You went to Carolina, I went to Duke, you went to A&T, we all stayed pretty local, pretty pretty much an anomaly to have 3 guys from the same area, 110,000 people playing on the same AA team in Portland, Maine.
You know, having Jordan around and then having Luke around, it, you know, it's just comfortable here. You know, being away from home, it's nice having familiar faces.
It's amazing when families have one stellar athlete, but to have 3 and then to have all 3 like move together all the time, that is just an awesome thing for their family.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Okay, Lee, what do you think about these clouds? Is the rain gonna, the sky gonna open up?
I think that we're outside and Jess is inside, and she has more intel than we do, so I feel like she knows something. What's going on, Jess?
Well, still pretty cloudy out there. We'll look at that in just a minute. But it was a beautiful day today, right? At least the temperatures are nice and mild. 56 still in Bangor, 56 degrees right now in Portland. It's 56 in Augusta and 53 right now in Waterville, Rockland at 51 degrees. We will have some showers moving in tonight. Unfortunately, we might see a couple during the game. There's a low pressure system that's well off to our west right now. That's the one that's going to be bringing us a lot of rain from Monday into Tuesday and pretty heavy winds. This warm front extending from it, that's going to bring us some snow and rain showers as we go through the weekend. Unfortunately, it looks like we'll see a chance for snow and rain both Saturday and Sunday. Right now, couple rain showers just starting to cross the New Hampshire-Maine border, so be aware we could see a few showers as we go throughout the next several hours. All right, let's go through the hour-by-hour forecast here. So as we go into tonight, again, this is 8 o'clock tonight, some rain showers around in southern and in central Maine. Later on tonight, we're continuing to see that rain move into the area. Now, as temperatures drop to the north of the warm front, we'll start to see some snow mix in, and as we get into the day on Sunday, we could even see some sleet and freezing rain mix in. But for tomorrow, rain or snow showers should be pretty scattered. So it's not going to be an awful day, but it's not going to be great either. Clouds around for most of the day. You can see where that sleet and freezing rain tries to mix in here as we get into tomorrow night and certainly into the day on Sunday as well. Temperatures really cool off though too for Sunday. Highs tomorrow will only be in the 40s, but as we get into Sunday, high temperatures for most of us will only be able to make it into the 30s Sunday afternoon. So definitely a big change this weekend from what we've been seeing for the day today. As we go into Sunday night, we'll start to see a little bit more rain move into the area, and then Monday and Tuesday we'll look at in just a second, but a good amount of rain on the way. So yeah, the high temperatures for tomorrow, low to mid 40s, 40 in Bangor, 45 in Portland, and then Monday and Tuesday, this low pressure system moves into the area. We're talking huge rainfall totals. We could see 2 to 3 inches of rain in some spots just for Monday and Tuesday. Will finally dry out for Wednesday, but again, through the day on Tuesday, around 1.25 inches possible in Bangor. Farther to the south, closer to 2.25 inches of rain. And not only will we be dealing with the rain, but we'll also have pretty windy conditions for Monday into Tuesday. Winds could gust 50 to 55 miles an hour for Monday night into the day on Tuesday. All right, so here's a look at your extended forecast. Again, this weekend's not looking great. High temperatures tomorrow in the 40s. And then on Sunday, we're only in the 30s. On Monday, becoming windy and rainy pretty quickly. Some rain showers around for Tuesday. I'm full of good news. But by the middle of next week, we'll at least see things start to clear out and dry out. And finally, by then, it'll feel much more like spring. So it looks like it will eventually get a little bit better, guys, thankfully. But unfortunately, just not a great weekend for us on the way. Guys?
All right, thank you so much, Jess.
So today, not too bad if you wanted to walk to the ballpark, certainly if you lived close enough.
But ride sharing, Uber, Lyft, also a very popular way of getting to the ballpark today. Katie Ortiz will have an update on Uber.
Don't worry though, it's a positive headline for Uber, and you'll feel good about this update as we head into the weekend. Now, with any ride-sharing app, there are risks. We've seen stories of alleged assaults on passengers from these drivers. Now tonight, Uber announces a new safety feature. Check this out. Riders will soon be able to choose up to 5 friends and family members as trusted contacts within the app. Now in real time, they can share details about their ride, allowing the trusted contacts to follow along. Also new, a situation nobody wants to be in, but just in case riders need it, an emergency button will directly connect with 911, and it'll show the rider's location in real time on a map, even providing an address for passengers to quickly share with a 911 operator. Now, Uber also announces a new addition to its Safety Advisory Board. Former U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security Jay Johnson will serve as the first chairman for the board. Uber says he brings global expertise that reflects Uber's size and scale. Now, lastly, the ride-sharing app says background checks for drivers will be a stronger screening process, though it didn't explain how. Lee and Lindsay.
All right, Katie, thanks so much.
So because we're at a baseball game today, we want to show you this clip, but we have to warn you, get your hankies out. This might make you tear up just a little bit. It's a special moment on the field at Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. This was on Wednesday night. Between innings, Air Force Major Robert Routen's wife and 3 daughters were brought on the field to have some fun with the Phillie Phanatic.
But that's when the music stopped and Major Routen appeared. As he ran toward them, he surprised his family. They could barely hold back the tears. Major Routen just returned from a 6-month deployment overseas.
Every single time. It gets me every
Those reunions are just so emotional.
All right, News Center 5:30 coming up next. Cindy Williams is here now with a preview. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, guys. The March for Our Lives generated a nationwide call for gun control, but tomorrow, advocates of the Second Amendment are going to get their chance to make their voices heard. That story straight ahead. And President Trump signs his name to a number of pardons. Who does he believe deserves a second chance? We'll have an update from the White House. That's all coming up at 5:30. Back to you.
All right, when we come back, an exclusive interview with this guy. He's elusive, he's shifty, and you'll see him on News Center now.
And he's salty.
Very soft.
Welcome back, everyone.
Okay, so back in 1993, when they announced that the Sea Dogs were coming to town, they gave out this commemorative soda.
Okay.
I still have mine.
Of course
This,
you do.
From 1993. Slugger, you'll like this. This was an official Florida Marlins inaugural season of the Sea Dogs.
Smelling it.
I would imagine it doesn't taste very good 25 years later, but this is what they gave out. So, fast forward 25 years, for the very first time, which is hard to believe that they've never done this at a Sea Dogs game. Do you want to show everybody what's going to be available this year, Slugger?
All
this
right,
year,
this big reveal.
How could you not look?
Whoa!
It's so mean. Like Vanna White with that move. Did you see that? That was really good. So I want to buy a vowel all of a sudden.
All right, now
Moxie though available at the Sea Dogs, which is it's crazy that that's never happened before. Slugger, easy. You're driving. You're driving. Easy.
Slugger, this is great. I'm gonna. Oh, now it's time for me to chug. We're just gonna pass it along, but really, we have a few seconds left here. Just a great night for baseball. It's warm. It's not too cold. We know in Maine it could be a different story
It's
out
just
here.
special because it's been 25 years and so many players that are now on the Red Sox.
Yeah.
He'll be right with you.
All right, guys, we gotta go and take some selfies.
Slugger, dance us out.
Starts right now.
Dance us out.